Hi everyone, it's Ebony again. I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks, so I am 2 months post-op. So it's my 2-month Surgiversary. I'm happy. I'm happy. So I'll get into why I'm happy. I'll get into my stats. I had surgery on May 8th. I have a sleeve surgery done on May 8th. In Florida with Dr. Fernandez. My highest weight was 255 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 251 pounds. And today, I think this morning, was 220. So I'm very excited. So if you saw my first video, and yes, I was late doing it. If you saw my first video, I was, in a little rut, if you will. I was in a stall for 2 whole weeks where I did not lose any weight. So I was happy to see that the scale was moving, even 1 pound. So I'm happy to be 220. Can't wait to get out of the 220s, and hopefully I'll be 219 soon. So I'm really happy that, of course, the scale is moving. So everything is going pretty well. I've been enjoying Miss Sherry Walker's videos as well. Still looking at videos even though I've had the surgery, but you still want to look at different surgeries to see what everyone is doing at 2 months and 9 weeks, or, in the future. You still get, you want some advice on what to do. So still looking at those. And of course, for some reason, I'm still looking at old videos, prior weeks. You just never know what's out there. And for those of you that are watching this video, possibly wanting to have surgery or just starting to get your surgery, it's always good to look at those videos. And also subscribe to some Facebook videos or Facebook pages that have been very helpful for me. Those groups are very good. Like I said in my last video, my support group that my physician and hospital deals with, it's not really convenient because they usually have to work, and most people are so exhausted and tired to go sit at a 2-hour meeting. It's not always easy for some people to do. So I've started getting on this group with Miss Lovely Sherry Walker. It's an awesome group that a lot of people turn to when they have questions or to look at different answers. And it's just awesome to see someone go through the same thing or possibly a little bit different, and just not only get support but give support. So I think that's the main thing, is not just getting it, you give it to other people that are going through different things in their experiences. So it's been really awesome, I will say, in this 2 months. I will say, and I've seen it in a lot of videos, that I really don't see the weight loss change. I look at my face all the time. I really don't see a change from the different pictures that I've had previously. I've only seen just, clothes, but a lot of people come up to me and say, oh, I see a difference. You're really losing weight. I can see it in your face and your body and your neck, but I don't see big of a difference, but I'm still happy overall. Again, proteins is no problem. I'm kind of weaning myself off, maybe a protein shake, just maybe one, and just incorporating more protein in my actual meal. So that's been working good. And I'm getting down salads a little bit better. In the beginning, I wasn't. I don't know, just the big chunks of salad was just not working with me. So I kind of changed to a spinach, and that kind of works a little bit better for me. So I don't know if anyone's having problems with salads, but spinaches go down really good for me as far as just having a salad with, cucumbers and whatever it is that you're eating. I did find a new snack bar. It's called Kind. I wish I had it with me. It's called Kind. That's the name brand. I got it from Target. Really good. It's 6 grams of protein. It's with almonds and a little bit of caramel. So the sugar is not that high, but there is some sugar in there, and then it has a lot of fiber. I find that to be very rewarding, to say the least. So I don't think it's really bad. It's high. The calories are not high. They're pretty good. I did find another one that Premier actually makes. It's a Premier bar. So for those of you that drink the Premier protein shakes, they also have a snack bar, like a health bar. It's pretty good and it's unbelievable, but that bar has 30 grams of protein. I couldn't believe it. Because their shakes are 30 grams and I couldn't believe that the bar itself has 30 protein grams. So that's really high for a health bar. You don't see too many health bars that have that much protein, so you might want to try it. I didn't get to try that one yet, but I'm really stuck on this Kind one at Target, and I think you can get it at Walmart as well. I'm getting better on my water. I am getting more and more water down. I'm like making myself do it. It's not always easy because of the work that I do. I train and I'm always talking. I'm talking all day, 5 days a week almost. So it's hard to, talk to people and just say, 1 minute, let me get this bottle of water down. It's not easy, but I try my best to get the waters down. And I drink a lot of cranberry juice. I don't know. I don't know if my taste buds are weird, but I am so loving cranberry juice. Go figure. Meats, doing pretty good. 4th of July. I didn't do so bad. I did have some barbecue. It was so good. I did have barbecue and I had vegetables, but no bread, no carbs. I think the only carbs that I've tried within this 2 months is sweet potato fries. I did have one little French fry, but thankfully I don't have the taste for it anymore. It's so weird because I love breads and I don't even care to have it anymore. Even if I do have a hamburger, a lean hamburger, no bread. So I don't miss it, which is a good thing because that's how I got all this goodness. Which I think most of us, have that problem with eating all that nice bread and biscuits and everything. But I don't miss it too much. So if you're just starting out watching this video and you're thinking, oh my gosh, breads, pastas, it doesn't work for me because pasta, didn't work for my stomach. So I'm not missing it. What else is going on? I'm just so excited to get to 2 months and seeing the progress that I've made. I'm trying to go to the gym a little bit more. Right now I'm going about 2 or 3 times a week. I see a lot of people go every day. I'm like, go you. I just can't do it. 2 or 3 is enough for me because I think I get enough in that 30 to 45 minutes. So it just depends, I guess, on your lifestyle. I don't know if I can do more than that. I'm very active every day. So even when I'm at work, on my breaks, I will walk around the building a couple of times. So I'm being active. Multivitamins, everything is good. Don't really have too much. It's just, too much, not too much going on. Just happy. Everything that's going on in my journey. I hope everyone is enjoying their journey. Hopefully everyone is documenting. That's what I've started doing. That's what I wanted to say. I started documenting. I know a lot of people do these vlogs and Facebook, but I started documenting. I love doing journals. And it's anything you want to put in your journal, but I have been writing down just thoughts that you've had, during your journey, how you're feeling. So I think it's good to document. I always refer back to it. I like to write. So that's for me. It works for me on my journey. These videos is new to me. So I don't know if I can do it every week, but penciling certain things down, that's what I love to do. So if you're a person like me that likes to just revert back to it and see what was going on in your 2 weeks or your 1 month or your 2 months, that's always good. And it's a good thought process, especially when you're going through those stalls and you're always thinking like, oh my gosh, it's the worst thing in the world. I regretted having the surgery because I'm not moving. But when you revert back to it, because from what I've heard, you can get another stall. So even though I had it very early, I think it was my 4th and 5th week possibly, or possibly 5 or 6 weeks, I went into my stall, and of course, getting out of it feels better. But if it were to happen again, at least I can go back to it and say, hey, look at my book and said I went through a stall early on. It will get better. It will, pass. It's just something that happens with your body. It's not something you're doing wrong, because I thought something I was doing wrong, but it's not. I did have a doctor's appointment for my 6 weeks, and I was probably just a couple days after I made my first video, and everything was great. All of my blood work was great. He said all of my vitamins were great. So I was happy to see that, all of my levels are good, because that's what you want, coming out of surgery, and thinking, am I doing the right things? Am I taking the right things? Because you don't have your surgeon just sitting there, on call, just answering your questions. So when you go see them on your checkups, those are the good things that you want to hear. So I was happy. And, he was saying that, my progress is a little bit slower. And, sometimes you're thinking you're doing something wrong. But he says everyone goes at a different speed. You're not doing anything different. So I'll see him in another 3 months. So we'll see. And he's like, oh, you're going to be a different person. So I'm like, I hope so, because I'm ready to be snatched and feeling good. I do have more energy than ever, and that is no lie. If I've seen a lot of videos, but I never seen anyone mention that they have hypothyroidism. I suffer from hypothyroidism. That is, of course, one extra pill that I do have to take probably for the rest of my life. But I do feel better, a whole lot better. If anyone has had that disease or suffers with it or knows someone, it has a lot of side effects. And one of them, which was my biggest one, was fatigue. And I would wake up feeling like I'm 95, pushing out to get out of the bed. And I just, no matter what I did, whether I worked out, it did help, but it would go up and then go right back down. So I would go through like a rush of energy, and then I would crash. And that's kind of how it goes. But since I've had the surgery, slowly getting my energy back is, it's only 2 months. But I will say I feel a lot better. I don't feel so tired. I mean, I would get to work, and by 9, I'm still not even up. 12 o'clock, I'm not even up. 2 o'clock, I'm like, what is this? So I do feel a lot better. I feel a lot more energized. Thank gosh, because my son is in football right now, and I'm a football mom. So a lot of things going on. So I'm glad that my energy level, it has gotten a lot better since the surgery. A lot of other things that, have helped with the surgery, but I'm not going to get into that because that's a little TMI. But you know what? I will get into it because, let's keep it real. I think it's called uterine incontinence, where, moms, once you have babies, numerous babies, your bladder gets a little weak and, your little tinkle. That's gotten better. So for those of you that got too much TMI, close your ears. But it has helped that. I'm just overall happy with the journey. So there's a lot of things and a lot of pluses, not just, losing the weight. For those of you that may have got rid of, diabetes, or are no longer taking so many pills that you were taking. What can I say? You're just so happy. I'm blessed, truly. And it was so funny. I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and a lot of people were saying that they get a lot of criticism on the surgery. And I don't know, for me, I just don't care. I do me. I told people who I wanted to tell. And of course, I told people who I knew would be supportive. The negativity, you really don't need it, especially when you've made your decision. It's your decision alone. Of course, taking an effect with your family's children. I have boys, and I had to explain to them what I was doing, why I was doing it. It's not just so I can be in a size 2. That's not my goal anyway, but I want to be healthy. My kids are getting older, and just life. I want to be here for a long time if I can, help it. We never know how long we have on this earth, but if I can help it, then why not? And a lot of people say it's all so risky, but what's the other alternative? Me to continue to gain weight and potentially get more diseases. Thankfully, I didn't really have anything that was major like diabetes or high cholesterol. I was being more proactive. Um, I saw a lot of my family members, they're always complaining about what they have and how many pills. I see my grandmother, and that's not what I want. So if I can try to help that in that progression, why not have this surgery? And believe me, I did my research, and I'm a digger. I'm a research type of chick. So I did my research, not just with the hospital, but with the surgeon, with the surgery itself. Um, and I'm going to give you a little feedback on, or not really feedback, some insight on me. I did have the lap band surgery in 2010. It didn't work for me. So long story short, I did have to remove it. And in the beginning, when I first got it taken out, my surgeon immediately was like, "Oh, let's go do the bypass. Let's go do the the sleeve." He was pushing more to the sleeve, and I was like, I'm not really wanting to do something right now. Just getting over this complication that I had. I didn't want to just rush back into it because, again, I'm a researcher, and I think in 2010 the sleeve was relatively new. So, of course, when things are new, you want to see how things are progressing, seeing, just overall what's going on. So I wasn't eager to jump into the sleeve in 2000, I don't know, 13 is when I got the band removed. So as you can see, from 2013, it's 2017. It took me a while to make my decision. And I think any decision of this magnitude, you should research and think about it and make sure it's the right choice for you, because it's not just a physical aspect. It's so mental, and that's why they make you go see a psychologist, and some surgeons have you do more because it's psychological. And I've seen certain people that have had the surgery and their mind frame is not there, and they're eating things that they shouldn't be. Drinking sweet tea, still seeing them at the McDonald's. And believe me, I know it's hard. It's not easy. Believe me, I live in the area in the city where I see it all the time. My kids, "Oh, Mom, can we have McDonald's?" And I have to have that restraint to say, "Ebony, don't eat that stuff. That's what got you here." So I've learned through not only just me, but support. My kids, they understand. They're 13 and 10, so they do understand. Thankfully, they are my support system. My son goes to the gym with me. He encouraged me to do this video and even showed me, because I didn't know how to do it. So I'm really happy about that I have a great support system. And of course, including my husband, he's very inspiring. Every day he's telling me, "You're looking great. I'm proud of you. You're doing really good." And of course, your spouse, they're going to love you no matter what. Because even when I was 255, he's like, "You're beautiful. I just want you to be healthy and happy." So, in that nutshell, it was like, so that makes you want to continue to be a big girl. But, he was very supportive in whatever I wanted to do. So I was very happy about that. I know I got off topic, but, it's beneficial to all of us, to be a weight loss surgery family. I hope all of you have some type of support group. Again, like my videos, subscribe to my videos. I will try to come back to you more and more and more and give you more insight. Again, foods, I haven't tried anything different besides salads, chicken, a lot of protein. I eat a lot of protein in my food, not just my meats, but I eat a lot of vegetables. I made succotash last night and it was so good. I didn't put a lot of corn because, as you know, corn has a lot of starch, and that just turns to things that you don't want. But I did put a little corn in there, put some lima beans. I just, I enjoy food more now. Not because, I don't know, it's just weird. Things that you've eaten before, I don't care to eat anymore. Like, I truly don't. My family loves to eat, unfortunately. So I went out the other night and it's so weird. They ordered, the normal crap that I used to eat. And I live with all men. So, they eat whatever. Eat ribs, baked potato, loaded baked potato. We went to Outback and they brought this big old bread and, that's like the appetizer. And I'm like, really? Bread. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tasted the bread. I had a little piece. And that was it. I didn't even eat dinner because I had my protein shake before we went out. And I was like, I'm not even hungry. Why? I'm not even going to order anything. So what I did was I tasted my husband's meal. He ordered a salmon. So I had a little bit of that. But I've been making a lot of my dishes. I put on Facebook this cauliflower rice and cauliflower mash that I want to try. So I don't know if any of you have tried that. I think it's from Bird's Eye. I did post it on a Facebook group. But I do want to try it because it looks pretty good. And sometimes you do get cravings for certain things. And I don't get too many cravings, but I do want to try that cauliflower mash. And I found another recipe, a healthy recipe, that if you do decide to eat like a lean burger or a turkey burger or whatever kind of burger that you decide that's healthy, and you want that, that bread type of feel, not just eating the patty. I tried the cauliflower. I mixed all the cauliflower. You can put all that together and you can make it that it's like a bun for you. And that's pretty good. And it gives you that same consistency of bread, because truly that's what we want. When we drink sodas, we want that consistency of acid. So we go to sparkling water, but don't drink sparkling water. I don't think we can have that. But it's mostly in our foods and our drinks. It's the consistency that we love, that we fall into. So if you make your things, like if you make kale chips, it gives you that consistency of course, eating that wonderful potato chip. I did try it. It was okay. Not for me, but again, I'm not a chip person. So whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you, I encourage you to do it. So if you have any comments, questions for me, again, like my video, subscribe. I will see you hopefully on my 9th week, and hopefully I will be under 220. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.